Brandon here from Blast Beats and Breakdowns. I'm here with the guys from Loren Battle. Just take a second to introduce yourselves.
I am Alexander Adamczyk and I do vocals.
I'm Ryan Mady and I do drums and vocals.
So, tell me a little bit about the band, like what kind of style of music you do, what your band kind of stands for. Are you signed?
We are unsigned currently. We've been touring by ourselves unsigned for about 2 years now. This is our 5th tour with Jamie's Elsewhere. Our 5th tour, not with Jamie's Elsewhere, but our first tour with them. We're having a great time doing it on our own and having a blast.
I'd say we're just your typical metal band. I mean, we don't try to do metalcore, death metal. We're just straight metal, straight to the point. The messages in our songs are pretty much just keep tough. Our latest album is called The Last Piece of Me. It was just released May 21st. It's about the struggle of just life, man. Everyday hardships and just everyday bullshit. We've all lost people, like in the band. The bass player Eric's lost his grandmother recently. He's lost people that he loves very much. I've lost people I love. It's just about getting over that last piece of me. If this is what makes us or breaks us as a band right here.
A lot of raw emotion, you know, we poured our heart and souls into this record.
Very emotional record.
I think it shows.
It's got a really aggressive sound in it. We were on ups and downs. One of the songs, Die in My Sleep, is more rock and roll. It's more about the fear of just what if you close your eyes and you never woke up again, you know? And there's other songs, Dead Girl, which is pretty much just a really fun song. Actually, we kind of decided to go off like the page here and write a story about a girl who lives her life just pretty much masked, you know? She's one person to the world, but to herself she's a totally different person. We kind of do it in there. She's dead, but she's living, so I mean, kind of read the lyrics and figure it out and see what's going on. It's pretty cool, actually. Really cool.
Sounds like a interesting blend of things to have on the same album.
Yeah, it definitely is, yeah.
I definitely think that no matter what, whether it's a band that is all about their religion supporting Jesus Christ, or whether they're straight edge or whatever, I think any band that has a strong conviction that they like hold themselves to, or they can really convey their emotions in their albums, it just really shines through more than just people who get on there and talk about killing people.
Right, that's what's missing in music these days. You know, we're trying to bring it back. We want mosh pits, circle pits, real emotion. We want stuff that people can actually grasp onto. Like, how many songs have you heard about girls, you know? People sing songs about girls all the time, you know? We're done with that. I mean, we have Dead Girl, but it's not about, oh, she broke my heart, not about that, you know? Like, trying to bring it back. That's what metal's about. Being
Try
real,
to keep it real. Yeah. We tried to make this record as real as possible, you know, with emotion and heart, you know, no bullshit, you know, just.
We're not a screaming band because we want to be a screaming band. It's just we've got a lot to say, and we're on this album. We're in a pissed off rage, a lot of it, half of it. So I mean, why not be an aggressive and have a good attack and bite on it? And then who knows? Maybe the next album will be all clean singing because maybe we'll have nothing to bitch about, honestly.
So, what is it about your guys' style, or anything about you guys do you think it is that separates you from other bands that are in the scene?
I'd definitely say this guy right here. He's what makes him. I think he makes us stand out a lot because you don't really see too many drummers shredding really hard and singing at the same time like an angel, you know.
That's actually that was what I was gonna say personally. Right. I was sitting there and I'm watching you guys, and I listened to a little bit of stuff from Facebook and whatnot, but I'm sitting there, I'm watching, and I see you, and then I hear like clean vocals. I'm like, wait, who's doing that? And I'm like, oh shit! And then not only are you doing the like clean vocals, but it's not like you're doing like the downtime. You're sitting there just like, I was like, holy
Fills
shit!
And everything, yeah.
And then also like the first time you like did the backing like growls, I was like, where's that coming from?
Right.
And so it was definitely a really cool thing to see, because I think the only other band I can think of off the top of my head, there's the Athearchists out of Eugene. They have the drummer does backing vocals sometimes, and then like Atreyu, I think the clean vocals.
Yeah.
We get that all the time. It's
Big
Atreyu,
inspiration.
man.
Yeah, Brandon
definitely.
Saller is a big inspiration to me. And,
Yeah.
you know, I love them for everything they do, and not being afraid to, you know, go against the grain and try new stuff. And they get a lot of shit for, you know, changing their sound up and trying new things. But
Isn't that what it's about, though?
that's what it's all about. And that's what we try to do with this record, is kind of change it up a little bit and not do what we've done the last 2 records.
Yeah, you gotta grow
You know.
as a person. You know, if you yell about one thing, what's the point about yelling about the same exact thing on the next record? You know, everybody's heard it before. And I definitely think another thing that sets us aside from everybody is guitar solos. We have guitar solos in every song.
Bringing shred back.
What happened to guitar solos? You know, they took guitar solos away and they put in open chord breakdowns every other verse. You know, it's like, what happened to the awesome shredding and riffage that everybody used to get down to? Now it's like you have to put breakdowns in to impress kids, you know?
A big
We're not
part of
knocking
that-
on breakdowns. I mean, we love breakdowns.
Yeah,
we
absolutely
listen to the
not.
same music that everybody else does. But, I mean, we have heavy parts in our songs. We like to bring back the shred, you know? We want to see more shredding, trying to stand that out.
That was another thing that stood out during the set was the solos. But at the same time, as a core blog, if you had anything bad about a breakdown, just...
See, we love breakdowns. We're not against that
Dude,
at all. It's
listen
just-
to our last 2 records, man.
Oh,
Chock full of it.
I was sitting there and like I didn't want to come into this interview all sweaty and red. Otherwise, I would have been in the pit
No,
throwing
yeah.
down some breakdown stuff too. So
I think what it is, oh man, I'm drawing a blank here.
Me and Graham grew up with that whole background, like with the 80s metal and the stuff like that, with the really showy guitar playing and the big drum sets. Like, that's the reason I play the kid I play. I grew up, you know, my dad taking me to like 80s metal shows, and I just kind of thought that was the norm, you know. Everybody played a kit that big and everybody
Right.
spun their sticks every 5 seconds and guitar solos. So I think me and Graham really understand each other as far as musicality goes in that sense of where we came from. So.
I mean, yeah. How many times can you really switch up a breakdown without it sounding like everything else to you? You know, like we're trying to get ahead of the game here. I have a feeling, like us as Loren Battle, we have a feeling that in the next year, you know, everybody's gonna start going back to rock and roll, like the more metal scene, because really, how many breakdowns can you possibly play these days? Everybody's been doing them these days, so we're trying to get ahead of the game.
Even us, man. I mean,
yeah.
I listen to some breakdowns in our songs from our first record, and you know, I'll hear it. Every time I pop in a CD from a band that I love, and I'm like, oh, shit, you know, like, so we're just trying to keep it fresh, you know, do something different, you know. Who knows? We might bring it back. We might not bring it back, you know.
Yeah.
We just wrote what we kind of really wanted to write at the time.
It's about, yeah. We wrote this album for ourselves, you know, like, just to help ourselves out. What we had on our minds.
So you guys said this is your 5th tour, and you've been all self-funded and everything. But what are the best thing and the worst thing to you guys about touring?
The adventure, not knowing. This tour has been a little bit different because we kind of know. I mean, by
We're
now,
familiar with this.
yeah, all these shows have been absolutely incredible. You know, thanks to Jamie's elsewhere, because you know obviously they're pulling most of the kids and doing a big favor for us. But you know, the past 4 tours have kind of been an adventure because you don't really know what you're going to show up to. You know, you don't know what the venue's going to be like. You don't know how many kids are going to be there. We're kind of just like,
We're all
you
about
know,
the suspense.
running
yeah.
against the wind,
Yeah.
hoping for the best. But this tour has been really incredible.
Yeah, I'd say the worst thing about tour is not getting a shower every day. I mean, I don't mind sleeping in the van, but the shower, I mean, I can go 2 days without a shower, 3 days without a shower, but anything after that, oh man, I hate using wet wipes to take a shower. That's not fun. Not fun at all. Going into the gas station and like washing my hair real quick, coming out, everybody's like, what is wrong? I feel like I get dirtier going in than when, you know.
Just
Before,
make sure
yeah.
you're using the herbal essences and have one of those moments.
Right, yeah. Like,
Exactly. So, that's pretty much all the questions. Is there anything you guys are working on right now, or anything you want to plug?
Oh man.
Constantly, I mean, we've been constantly writing lately. We've just been on this crazy little tangent of just awesome riffs and ideas and stuff we've just been working at. I mean, we just released this album, but I mean, as a musician, you never get a break. That's your job every single day. You know, we practice as much as we can. when we're not at our real jobs at home, like the rest of America is, we're doing another job, you know. So
Yeah. Check out our new record, The Last Piece of Me.
do it
It's available on iTunes worldwide right now.
everywhere.
Everywhere. And Rhapsody, Amazon. If you have internet, you can find it.
It's killer. You won't be disappointed whatsoever.
I'll definitely post up a link to like the Amazon or something.
Killer.
Thank you.
And
yeah, I mean a lot.
the one last question, the one everybody wants to know: who would win in a fight between a grilled cheese sandwich and a taco?
Prison rules or
It's regular rules. What are we doing?
Is
Yeah,
it-
are we
is it a
doing
fair
one on
fight?
one? Are we doing? Yeah. Is it fair fight or is it you can do whatever you want? You know.
Like
Long chance
MMA.
both. Long chance both.
all right. If it's prison rules, I take the taco.
Mhm.
If it's a fair fight, grilled cheese.
Finally, somebody who's seen Hot Rod.
Yeah, thank you. That is one of our favorite tour movies right there. We
That-
actually searched everywhere for the first week for that movie. We went to an FYE, asked her, and she goes, "No, it's out of print." And we're like, "What? It's out of print?" I go to the U section, and I'm looking everywhere for like H's. I find it in the most random spot of all the H's, and it's like all dirty, and I'm just like, "What? This is it. This is it." Never got so excited in my life. Never.
Yeah. I actually use that question like every time like I'm talking to a girl that I'm starting to like. I'm like, this is the
What?
test. I'm like,
This is the
so,
test.
so, who would win the fight between a grilled cheese sandwich and a taco? And they're like, well, it depends. If the grilled cheese sandwich had like tomatoes and
What?
wrong answer.
Yeah.
Shut up.
What do you? Yeah. What do you do in that situation? You just walk away and be like,
Peace.
"Sorry, girl."
I get some cool answers and stuff, but I'm always
Stay
looking
sweet.
for. I'm always looking for the same, the right answer.
Yeah.
Same with sometimes without just. Do you ever go ass to mouth? And then it's like,
Yes. I mean, no.
well, thank you guys, and
Thank you.
I will definitely be looking forward to giving that album a listen and seeing you guys next time you come through.
Yeah,
So
it'll
looking
be
forward to
sometime
seeing
this
you guys.
summer. We usually do 3 tours during the summer, so we'll be back.
Thank you.